Hi guys, welcome to Rossi Audio once again. Just a day or two left now of 2018, and 2019 is coming and knocking on the door. And well, what can be better with more stuff? We have over the last few weeks and finalizing now in the next 1 or 2 days, set up a new dealership, and I'm very excited about this dealership because it's gonna make the store even a broader store. It's gonna be more fulfilled. It's gonna be filled up more. It's gonna have more of everything. The problem is I have to rearrange my store, so I have to do some planning over the next few days on how I'm going to lay out the store, because I have to move things around and do a different setup than what I have right now, just because of this. And what are we talking about? Well, I have, for many years ago, I was heavily into being a distributor, dealer, and seller of backline and instruments. And when I say backline, I mean speaker, guitar amps, guitar combos, guitar speakers, bass speakers, and all that goes with it. I did that for many years, and I had some really great brands back then too, but nothing like what I'm getting now. This time around, we are setting up dealership and demo as well for Friedman guitar amps and combos and speakers, Morgan guitar amps and speakers, Bogner we're setting up dealership with, and when it comes to guitars, we are right now putting ink on the paper to become a Schecter guitar and bass dealer here in Memphis, Tennessee. What I'm so happy about with that is because right now we are the only one in Memphis who deals with Schecter. So that kind of give me once onto the market. And why did I pick Schecter? There's so many others to pick from. Well, it goes with the theme of everything that I stand for and everything that has been lined up. I am a huge rock, hard rock, and heavy metal fan and listener, and that's where my music preference lies. So of course I want to hit that market and help those people in that area of the market. There is enough pop, rock, pop, and jazz and all that stuff around there, and there's a lot of stores that do that well. But when it comes to serving the hard rock and heavy metal community with amplifiers, guitars, and such things, there's not many in Memphis who do that. So I am taking that little spot because it's probably not the biggest spot, but that's what I'm focusing on. Do that mean if someone comes in here that plays different type of music can't buy? No. But I'm trying to focus very heavily on the hard rock and heavy metal and rock side of things, because you have to remember one thing: Memphis is kind of regarded as the birthplace of rock, so it's just fitting. And Schecter guitars will fit very well with the fact that I have both Morgan and Friedman amps and combos. Friedman, we know for sure, is a very broad brand. It covers a lot of music styles. It doesn't matter what you play, it sounds really good. But you can't shovel it under a carpet and say, hey, Friedman is not good for hard rock and heavy metal, because it is. After all, it is designed by Marty Friedman. So that's why we chose Schecter to go with Morgan and Friedman, and of course we use Bogner pedals and stuff like that, and whatever Bogner can help us with. That said, I'm also looking into setting up a dealership with Ernie Ball guitar strings. and maybe some more down the line, but strings is the first to come from that. And when I say that we are putting ink on the paper for Schecter dealership, yes, I just printed out everything. I'm in the process of filling it out, and all I have to do is put my name on it and fax it in, and it's okay. What also Schecter has, on top of basses and guitars, they also sell pickups. They have their own pickup line. And so if you have a guitar from before, either an old Schecter or whatever, we have very, very, very good Schecter pickups. So it is a complete line from Schecter. We will order anything you want. We will have a few bass models and a few guitar models. I'm sorry. We will have a few models of guitars and basses here in the store, and that will be like the bread and butter. Not my camera, it's out of focus again. There we go. So like I said, we will have a few models of bass and guitars on display, and people can come and demo and test. Now you have to remember that Schecter guitars, they make like hundreds of guitars, different styles, different series, all kinds of configurations, left-handed, right-handed, you name it. Of course, there's a financial side to things and there's a logistic side to things. Like I only have so much room in here, and that's why I have to spend the next 2-3 weeks to decide and figure out how I can make things work better in my store, because it's so full. So of course, when I get guitars and basses and amps in here, I have to move things around. So that's why we are maybe putting in 2 or 3 different models of bass, 2 or 3 models of guitars in here, and of course we will have Morgan and Friedman amps in here and combos as a demo and as a setup and as a showcase. Now I'm going to have a computerized catalog for everyone, and this is something that I've been thinking about doing for almost everything I have in my store, but especially for guitars and basses and stuff like that. I will have a dedicated computer sitting right by where the guitars and the amps are, where the sales and the demo area is, where people can go in to a dedicated website or a dedicated something that or a cloud kind of based thing that I design and make up and lock in, so they can't use the computer for other things, but they can go into a certain area and look up whatever I have. That means, like, now Schecter has like close to 20 different series, 22 different series, and there's like 5 or 6 guitars right-handed in that category, and there's 2 or 3 left-handed. So you see how many guitars they have, and it's the same for bass almost. So they can come here, they can play the guitars that I have here, and the amps of course, and if there's a different model they want, they can use the computer and find it, because everything is big with pictures, full descriptions, everything. And then they can use the computerized database that I have here to find the model that they want, color configurations, all kinds of stuff. So that will then be, of course, an order. So that has to be ordered in. And how I'm going to do that is, I'm going to, like the models that I have here that people can come and play, that I will have in stock. So that will, if they buy that, I can deliver it right away. Now the thing is, if they buy or they want to order a guitar that is not in stock, that is not my bass models or my guitar models that are in display, then it has to become a special order. And then they have to order it in, and then how that works is, once you order it, because I'm not going to run the risk of anything financially, so once you order it, there's demand of 100% down payment, including shipping from the manufacturer, from Schecter in California. So when you get it, you have paid for the item, and the price is then landed. So that's how I'm going to do it with the more expensive models. And of course, over time, if things changes and I can get more room, or I can phase something out, or if I see that, okay, vinyl is not doing that great, so I'm going to do vinyl purely on eBay, then I can take vinyl out of here and that will free up at least 10 by 10 square feet, so about 100 square feet. So there's certain things like that. So of course, the more I get into it, and the more the responses, the more guitars I will have in stock, and the more guitars I will have on display, and the same for bass. But I'm very, very excited about this because Schecter can deliver guitars that covers everything from blues, rock, jazz, hard rock, heavy metal, all genres, and the quality is second to none. I mean, Schecter guitars are really, really good. I have, in fact, a couple of Schecter guitars myself, privately owned, that I have at home, and I tell you, they are very, very good. I don't even play guitars, but I just have them because I collected them at one point. But they're really good build quality and finish quality, and the sound. Everyone is saying that the sound from Schecter is really awesome. So my plan is to start learning to play guitar, of course, but I never played it myself, but I always been around guitarists and artists that plays guitar and bands. So, and that's always been hard rock and metal. So I'm really excited now that we are getting Morgan amps, Friedman amps, and Schecter guitars and basses into Rossi Audio in 2019. I couldn't be more happy than that, because that will really, really make things happen. One thing is vintage audio, one thing is car audio, one thing is pro audio, but guitars and guitar amps it's a special breed of people, and it's a special breed of products, and you kind of have to be a kind of like a special breed of person to sell it too, because it is a very personalized. Everyone can buy speakers and put them in a corner, or put them on a stand, or put them in the living room and use it. That's not a biggie. Guitars, and basses, and guitar amps and bass amps is very, very personal. It is all about taste. It's all about preferences and personal feelings towards an guitar and an instrument, because most people who play guitar makes the guitar an extended, kind of like an extended limb of themselves. So it's a little bit more special than just regular audio. People tend to buy more with a heart and use feelings when they buy this kind of stuff than other stuff. So that's why I like it very much, because I'm very passionate about sound and audio and backline and pro audio and card audio. Everything that has to do with audio and music in general, I'm very passionate about. So guitars to me is something that I really enjoy and like to deal with. So once I get things set up, I'll let you know and I will show you guys. It won't take too long, but of course I'm going to spend a few weeks, maybe a month, to go through all their models and then see what models will fit my market here in Memphis. So I'm going to do some surveys. I'm going to look online and see what people. I'm going to go around to different stores and see what kind of guitar people look for and buy. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing some research, and then I'm going to make my bass order and my guitar order for the display models that are going to be here, and then I'm going to get things from Morgan and from Friedman as well, and we're going to maybe build a little stage. Little stage with some guitars and guitar amps and stuff like that. We'll see. I have to design something, so can't just put it out there and like, okay, here you go. I want some nice displays, and I want to do it in a really nice way. So I'll keep you guys informed, and I'll keep you guys informed via videos, not only by talking and showing you things, but I'll make some videos of it too. Once I get everything set up, I'll make some videos and show you guys. Well, it's Saturday. It's I have some home improvement stuff to do, so that's why my store has been closed today. I just came here to make a video once I found out that everything now is good. So I'm going to go back home and do some home improvement work. I have new flooring to put in both my bathrooms, and that won't do it by itself, so I have to go and get that done. Get that done before the week starts. So I'll go home and put some tiles down. So until next time, guys, take care and Happy New Year.